Hey guys, Miss Polk again. Um, I'm gonna be filming a few videos tonight, so I'm wearing the same thing that was in yesterday's video. Um, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stay up and get this done and over with. So, if you might see me in the same outfits, just know that it's being filmed on the same day. So, we are gonna read our small reading story today. It is called Butterflies Big and Small. So if you want to get your small reading book out, we're going to be on page 448. And if you want to get your turn book out, I'm going to give you some work to do in that as well. So let's see if my wonders will work. The last time it wasn't. Okay, if this works. I think you're saying this. I'm gonna let the book read it to you because I have a sore throat and I'm still coughing, so um, I'll pause it every once in a while to ask some questions. The Butterflies Big and Small. This is an expository text, which is informational. It's telling you stuff in different sections. So let's get started.
There are more than 725 species or kinds of butterflies fluttering around the United States and Canada. These fascinating creatures taste leaves with their feet and only see the colors red, yellow, and green. The monarch butterfly and the western pygmy blue butterfly share these same traits, but they are also different in many ways. Size and color. The western pygmy blue butterfly is the smallest butterfly in the world. It is just about a half-inch across, from wingtip to wingtip. That's smaller than a dime. Monarch butterflies are much bigger. They measure about 4 inches across. Size is not the only way monarchs are different from pygmy blues. Monarch butterflies are a bright orange color with black markings. That makes them easy to see. Pygmy blue butterflies are mostly brown and blue, and they blend in with their surroundings. Many people walk right by pygmy blues, unaware that they are even there. Western pygmy blue butterfly. This diagram shows the parts of a butterfly: wing, antennae, head, thorax, leg, abdomen.
Well, I know that I learned a few new things on that page. I didn't know that butterflies taste with their feet and that they see the colors red, yellow, and green. I think that's pretty cool. And that butterfly is so cute and small. It's a wonder it doesn't blow away. Um, Referring back to your essential question, how can learning about animals help you respect them? When you see a butterfly, you can see maybe what they're standing on. Can they see the color of what they're standing on? That would be a cool observation. Down here it says monarch butterflies like to land in the same trees when they migrate. Migrate is when they move from one area to another during certain parts of the year. Okay, page. Oh, that's the turn the page. Oh, maybe this will work. There we go. Page 450.
Moving around. Almost all butterflies migrate, or move to different areas. The monarch's journey is the longest migration of any butterfly in the world. It spends summers in the northern United States and Canada. Then it migrates south to Mexico in early fall. Many monarchs travel more than 3,000 miles. Western pygmy blue butterflies inhabit southwestern deserts and marshes from California to Texas. They migrate short distances north to Oregon and also to Arkansas and Nebraska. Both monarchs and blue pygmies migrate when the weather gets chilly. Butterflies are cold-blooded insects. They are hot when the weather is hot and cold when the weather is cold. As a result, both butterflies migrate to stay warm. They also journey north or south to find food. Finding food. The western pygmy blue drinks the nectar of many kinds of flowers. It finds the sweet, thick liquid easily, so its population has steadily grown. However, monarch butterflies are not so lucky. Butterfly migration. This western pygmy blue butterfly stops to eat. Canada, Great Lakes, United States, Mexico, Pacific Ocean.
Okay, this diagram down here, the orange arrow shows you where monarch butterflies immigrate. So they start up here, and then they go down here when it becomes winter here, because they can't live in cold weather. Pygmies have kind of the same rotation, but a little bit opposite. So they might start up here when it's warm, and then when it becomes cold here, they'll go there. They're not as long as a migration as the monarchs, but still pretty good distance. That would be a few hours drive. So we're on page 451.
Just like the pygmy blue, monarch butterflies sip nectar from flowers. But the monarch butterfly has one main food requirement: the milkweed. Monarch butterflies must find this plant along their migration route. But what happens if there are no milkweed leaves? When people build houses and roads, there are fewer places for monarchs to find milkweed. If the monarch cannot find food, its population will decrease. The western pygmy blue and monarch butterflies are not endangered or at risk for becoming extinct now, but biologists are worried. Many other butterflies are endangered because people destroy their habitats. Help butterflies. Like all wildlife, monarch and pygmy blue butterflies should be respected. People need to preserve butterfly habitats. To help, they can work to change laws, plant milkweed, and make it illegal to destroy animal habitats. Learning about butterflies and what they need to survive is important. That way, there will be plenty of western pygmy blue and monarch butterflies for future generations to enjoy. Monarch butterflies feed on milkweed.
So that gave us a clue of what monarch butterflies eat, milkweed, and apparently it's becoming more rare to find. So one way that it said that we could help butterflies is to plant that. So referring back to our central question, how can people learn to respect butterflies? We can learn to respect their boundaries because they are fragile animals, so don't grab them. We can help plant flowers or pygmy blue butterflies that drink about any nectar from all kinds of flowers. We can plant milkweed for monarch butterflies specifically. So that story gave us a few different things to think on. Now it says, talk about some butterflies you've seen, how are they alike and different? So just referring to the monarch and pygmy, their size, color, food, there's a lot of different things going on. So there's a lot to compare and contrast, which is one of our strategies this week. So if you want to turn to page 452, I'm just going to quickly go through that. It says reread. Now, when we reread, we learn new things. A lot of people might be like, why are you reading the same book over again? But when I reread a book or a story, I find things that I didn't realize before, and it's really kind of cool. Okay. There we go. So it says, how are monarch butterflies and western pygmy blue butterflies alike? Reread moving around on page 450 to find out. So you can reread that story and figure out how they are alike. Our next skill is on 453 is compare and contrast. So this is a Venn diagram. On one side of the circle we have monarch butterflies, on the other side we have the pygmy blue butterflies, and in the middle you put things that both of them have. So monarch butterflies are colorful and big. Pygmy blues are the tiniest in the butterfly family, so they're very small. They blend in with their surroundings. Both of them taste leaves with their feet. So you can make a compare and contrast Venn diagram with a lot of things in life. You can compare and contrast a book versus the movie. We read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory earlier in the year. You can make a Venn diagram and watch that movie and compare and contrast those two. That's a very good reading strategy or a life strategy. You can compare and contrast your favorite holidays. It doesn't have to be a book or a movie. Um, this is a good way to make lists and um, see the differences and um, the common things that they share. Expository text may give information about a science topic, has headings that tell what a section is about, includes text features such as diagrams and maps. In the butterfly story, there's a lot of diagrams and maps, so that was definitely an expository text. Context clues. Now, when you see the word clues, that means you have to be a detective. You have to find the clues to figure out what a word means. So, on page 450, I'm not sure what the word migrate means. You have to look for clues in the paragraph. So, migrate is right there. Almost all butterflies migrate or move to different areas. It put or move to different areas. So we know that migrate means to move to different areas. So you just have to follow the clues and you will figure out what that word means. I think that's all of our skills and strategies for the week. For reading, at least. Okay. If you guys want to read a short story about bees in your turn book, page 283, 284. So the front and back of 283, and you can do the comprehension questions on 285. And that's all you have to do today. Study your spelling words. Bye.